Seen her vehicle, which is a blue Chevy Equinox with a paper tag, was reported abandoned in the area of Savannah Street near I-55. That vehicle was towed by a private record service, and at this particular time, the Jackson Police Department is currently in possession of her vehicle. At this time, we're asking the public's assistance with any information regarding this case or the whereabouts of Ms. Spaulding. Please contact the Jackson Police Department and give us any information that you may have as it relates to this young lady. At this particular time, we don't have anything or any evidence to show that she may be harmed or that she may be in danger. Again, she's only reported missing at this time. I don't want to release specifics as it relates to the integrity of the investigation itself, due to investigators are still conducting an ongoing investigation, as I stated, and they're trying to find clues as it relates to her whereabouts or her last movements. So that's where we are at this particular time.
I've been having my signal's been going in and out, but have you guys noticed her credit cards being used or any phone activity or anything like that at this point?
At this point, those are some things that we are looking into. I'm not ready to discuss in detail the specifics of that aspect of the investigation, but those are some of the things that we look into, not only with this investigation, but any missing persons investigation as well.
How often, or are you guys getting consistent leads or calls about this case? Are you hearing from the public at all so far?
So far, we haven't gotten a lot of information from the public, but I can tell you that the public is doing an outreach as well. We've seen it via social media, where the public is asking anyone with any information to please call us and give us any information that they may have. So again, the public is on board with us. Again, this is the Jackson Police Department. We are asking the public's assistance with this matter as well.
I know that what I saw on social media was that she's been missing since September 2nd, but was that when she was actually reported missing?
She was last seen on September 2nd. Of course, that is correct. She wasn't reported missing by a relative until September the 7th. That's when an officer was called. That's when the Jackson Police Department began their investigation at that particular time.
Okay, and I know you said that at this point it's not clear, but is there any reason to think that she's not safe wherever she is at this point?
Well, based on the fact of her not being in possession of her medication, that's one of our main concerns at this particular point. Now, again, we don't have any evidence to say that she may have been harmed or she's in any other danger, but that is an area of high concern within itself by her being missing and her not being in possession of her daily medication.
Sure. And how often do you guys get missing persons cases? I know that they're fairly frequent just for the size of the city, but when you get them, how often is it that they've been missing this long?
Well, we have some missing person cases that people they may appear after a period of time, and again, it's not necessarily what they've been doing or where they've been. Our area of concern is making sure that they're safe and they'll return to their family members safe as well. So we do conduct missing persons investigations, and it's no secret that not all missing persons are recovered, but we put forth our best effort as it relates to trying to identify these individuals and locate them and return them to their families safely.
And what can people do if they have any information on where Miss Spaulding might be?
Any information, please call Jackson Police Department 960-1234 or call Crime Stoppers 601-355-8477. Report any activity. If it's small, no matter what it is, it will aid investigators with this particular investigation.
You guys good?
Can we ask about what's the Ridgeway in Miami Street?
Ridgeway in Miami?
When a person was shot that was driving a white pickup truck?
Yes, sir. That person, we are conducting that investigation as well. We had a 74-year-old male that was shot at that location. He is recovering. He is in stable condition. At this particular time, we don't have any suspect information other than possibly 2 to 3 black males occupying another pickup truck. That case is under investigation, though.
Nothing with the Silverado, something like that?
I've heard that. I can't confirm that it is a Chevy Silverado at this time. Again, only thing that we have is that the suspects were in another pickup truck, possibly.
Possibly, did they know the man? Or Do you know anything about that? Did they possibly know each other?
I can't confirm that as well.
Okay. I saw several bullet holes, just breaking the ice, but on top of his truck, the window shot out, and I said, man, they shot, this must be 2 calibers, like a 40 caliber hole, because it was a 22, they said, they were looking at the bullets.
Okay.
But they said, oh no, those are old, because they're rusty,
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
no, this man got some haters.
Oh,
I mean, he must have been shooting at him before.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The only thing I can say that there were multiple shots fired. I can't advise at this particular time what caliber guns the suspects were using. As I stated, it's an ongoing investigation. He is in stable condition after being shot multiple times.
Man, I was like 74 years old. How was she talking? I was like 74.
Can I also ask you about Cameron Cooper? He's supposed to be in court this morning.
Yes.
And just where is that on this investigation?
Cameron Cooper has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with the motor vehicle, and that's stemming from the incident that occurred on Friday. When was that? Friday, September the 9th. Of course, from what we understand during the course of our investigation, there was an incident that occurred between some children. Allegedly, he got involved. He got his vehicle. He hit a 13-year-old boy with his vehicle. That individual is recovering from his injuries at this time. We later learned that another 13-year-old boy had gone to Merit Health for treatment, and he was later released as well. Cameron Cooper was identified as the individual responsible. He did come and turn himself in. Investigators spoke with him, and he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault.
How shocking is that, just to hear somebody would try to run over two young kids like that?
Well, it's very shocking. When you're an adult and you involve yourself in children matters, and you take matters into your own hand, and you decide to use a motor vehicle to assault a child, obviously there is room in the justice system for an individual that conducts himself in this manner. And it's our job to hold him accountable throughout the course of our investigation and make sure that he's prosecuted fairly and that he is prosecuted what he deserves as well.
Well, and this is the second case we've had. Luckily, this one didn't turn out fatal, where an adult did, in fact, drive at some children.
Right.
The other one, a month or so ago. Clearly, they're not related, but what is it about? Why would they do that?
I can't really state why anyone would decide to hurt a child. There is a distinct difference between the two of them. The first incident, of course, he did strike those children. He was operating a motor vehicle and he left the scene. Of course, he was charged accordingly, and we had witnesses that stated that he left the roadway and struck those individuals. In this particular case, you have an individual that was not even in the area when this incident occurred. He decides, like I said, to take it upon himself to involve himself. When you intentionally hurt a child or anybody with your vehicle, you will be charged with aggravated assault. It's not an accident. You can't say that I left the roadway or someone hit me and I hit these children. It was your intent to hit these children and to do bodily harm to them. So again, we are holding him accountable for that, and that's what we will prosecute him for.
Yeah, 2 other cases. The one on, Hanging Moss, where that man came on the side. Then the one on Manhattan Road I covered one night, where he left the roadway. Man, he hit that guy. Lampton Avenue shooting. Think about that one from Lampton Avenue from Sunday, I believe Sunday.
Was that a residence that was shot into?
I don't know where it was. I just knew my coworker went over there.
Okay. I don't
Man,
want to.
so much
I don't want to get into that one because I don't have the specifics of it at this particular time.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
You guys good?
We good to go?
We can get a whole
So if you're just tuning in, we are in Commander Tyree Jones' office. We just asked him about a bunch of cases, but we were here specifically to talk about Tammyetta Spaulding, who's been missing since September 2nd. Basically, I'm sorry to have had those technical difficulties, but basically we just learned that she was reported missing. She is missing her medications, which is what's worrying police the most, but they couldn't talk a whole lot about whether her credit cards or her phone have been used. Hopefully we'll know more, and we'll definitely keep you up to date on Ms. Spaulding's case. For the Clarion Ledger at JPD, I'm Therese Apel.